Hey, it's my birthday. Wait, I actually might take these off. I just took my glasses off because of the reflection. But hi. It's my 21st birthday and I just feel like this chapter of life needs to be documented. So I'm getting ready to go to dinner. I got this perfume today when I went shopping earlier. I heard such good things about it and I smelled it and I was like, yes, it's so nice. However, I did buy a pheromones perfume earlier and I put it on my wrist, and I don't, you might not be able to see, no, you can't see. My wrist has gone like a little bit red, so I need to keep an eye on that. And if that is the case with that perfume, it will just be one that I spray on like clothes rather than my actual body. But I love the smell of this and I'm interested to see how long it will last. I'll probably spray a little bit more before I leave, but I got it from Beauty Base. I got a couple of things today. I bought myself 2 new books, and I bought myself some new makeup bits from Boots. I got the L'Oreal Infallible setting spray that everyone's been talking about, and it really is like a hairspray. The only thing is that I like dewy makeup, so I'm just keeping an eye on this, because if it does start looking a bit matte, I will go over it with my Wee Cherie setting mist. I got some bits from 17, the Boots makeup brand, because I have a few of their bits already, but my elf putty bronzer is running out, like it's on its last legs, and they didn't have any in Boots, so I got the 17 bronzer, which actually is, in my opinion, it works on my skin. In my, like, what I like my makeup to look like, the bronzer works for me, but if you like more of like a bronzy look and you're my complexion, I'm not sure if the shade range is big enough, which is really disappointing, but that might just be what my Boots stocks, so I don't want to speak and then it's actually not true. I got their Clinique like the honey lip balm dupe. I have it on now. It's quite nice. It's very like subtle, but I kind of like it. It low-key matches the shade of my favorite lip liner from Revolution, which I'm kind of obsessed with. I also can never find that lip liner in stores in London, and I'm from London, so when I go out of London I always have a look in Superdrug or Boots and see if they have it, and the 2 times I have looked, they've had it, and I've bought like 1 or 2 so I don't run out. I bought myself some face masks from Garnier because I love their like sheet mask, face mask stuff. I bought the Bobbi Brown dupe, like the primer dupe, but from 17. And yeah, I think that's kind of it. That's what I bought. But yeah, those are my birthday treats to myself, and I'm really excited to go and eat. I'm going to the Real Greek. I love their lunchtime menu. I've only had the lunchtime menu once, but when I went it was really nice, and I'd been once before that for dinner, and now I'm going again for dinner. So my booking's not until 7 and it's 5:30 and I'm already ready, but it's just because I don't like to be rushing. Like a little friends gathering on Saturday at a bar that kind of like turns into a club vibe, and that was really fun. These are some pictures from my little birthday celebration at the bar. I just thought I would add them in for you guys. But I kind of had to like rush to get ready, not because I was running late, but just because I didn't give myself, like, I gave myself time to take pictures, but I didn't think about time to just like, you know, be calm. So I did that this time, which is good because I'm ready now super early. And I really don't like being late. Being late will ruin my whole day for me. I'm trying to get a bit better at that, but I really don't like being late. I don't think it's nice. It makes me feel like I'm disrespecting people's time, and I never want people to feel like I'm wasting or disrespecting their time. So I always try and be on time, early if I can. But yeah, I thought, why not document the day and maybe the week? Like, I should have started this on Saturday from when the celebration started. But yeah, funnily enough, I actually don't like birthdays. Yeah, it's my golden birthday today, so I'm 21 on the 21st, so I thought I'll do my little celebration that I did on Saturday and like go out to dinner. I like celebrating other people's birthdays, I just don't like celebrating my own. And I had the birthday blues from Monday, so I'm trying to be at a high. I went and got my free Greggs sweet treat, earlier, and I went to go get my free Krispy Kreme, but they haven't had their donut delivery yet, so there were no donuts. So I'm gonna go and get it before the restaurant because I think it might close by the time we get out of the restaurant. Okay, I've got on this like polka dot blouse. Wait, let me try and show you guys. Yeah, this polka dot blouse, and I have on a like long denim skirt that has like a slit in the middle. Like, oh my gosh, my mum did like the cutest like setup in the living room for me. I'll insert a picture if I can, but like it's got balloons and like a birthday sign, and it's so cute. But yeah, that's it really. Okay, I'm gonna go because I feel like I've been absolutely waffling. I'm gonna spray some more of this on before I leave as well, but it smells so good. Like, love it. This was a really good choice for me, not to like hype myself up, but it was. And I'm also gonna post on Instagram today, which this is so superficial and such a first world problem, but like I get really like, I don't know what it is, like it's my own page. I don't know why I get so scared to post on Instagram. But the first time I posted on Instagram, or like the account I have, was 2023, and I didn't post again until 2024. So and they were both in like September time. Actually no, the 2023 was like July, because I went on holiday, and you know everyone talks about the holiday picture, and that's what both of my posts on Instagram are. So I feel like I'm messing up my little trend by posting today, but yeah, it's really not that serious and not that deep. I don't know why I'm like freaking out. But okay, I'm gonna go. I'm just keeping an eye on this makeup because obviously I've used a couple new products. I think I like it. Like, it looks pretty good. And oh my gosh, a lady told me she liked my hair today, and I was like, thank you. She was like, I love the brown and black. People are being quite nice today, which is a win, because you know London people can be so rude. I'm gonna go because I don't really have anything else to say, and I don't want to talk for the sake of talking. This is me trying out the new products that I mentioned earlier and doing the makeup that I had on in the previous clips for my birthday dinner. I'm so scared to try this. Hi guys, I filmed an entire clip, but there's just too many things wrong with it, so I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna film this clip again, and I'm gonna start by taking my glasses off because the reflection I feel like can be very distracting, so I'm gonna take those off. But I just got back from my bookshop tour / shopping trip in central London, in the big bookstores. So I went to Foyles on Charing Cross Road, then I walked down to, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of it. It begins with a H. I'm gonna put it on screen. It was beautiful in there. I think it's one of the oldest bookstores in London, I think. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Lovely in there. And then I walked 2 minutes down the road from there to Waterstones Piccadilly, which I think is the biggest bookstore in Europe. I could be wrong again, I don't know. But the Foyles, oh my gosh, I've never been in that Foyles before. Absolutely stunning. I walked in and I was in awe. It's beautiful in there, lovely. Beautiful in the second bookstore I went to as well. I just can't remember the name. I have some like pictures and videos, so I'll put them in if I haven't put them in already. But I'm gonna show you guys what I bought, because this is like a birthday treat to myself, even though I did buy myself books on my actual birthday when I went to the shops quickly. So I'm going to show you guys the 2 books I brought on my actual birthday, and then also show you what I bought today on my little shopping trip. I also took myself to Tortilla for some lunch after. Yeah, I got the train and then got Tortilla, and then I walked home. So these are the books that I bought myself on my birthday. I just finished, like literally yesterday, I just finished Fourth Wing, and I can't tell if I liked the book or if I'm just in shock at the ending, because I don't know if I'm just silly, but I really didn't expect that ending to happen. So I've now started reading the second book, but this is what I brought on my birthday. Well, one of the books I bought. Yeah, this is the second book of Fourth Wing. This is Iron Flame. The only thing that I'm a bit nervous about is that I'm not really a fantasy book reader, and I know that this is romantasy, so it's a bit like different, but I read ACOTAR. I read the first one and the second one, and when I got to the third one, I think I just overwhelmed myself reading them back to back, and like I was no longer like in the world or like immersed in the world, and I'm scared that this is gonna happen with this book just because it's quite big. I don't have a problem with like reading long books, it's just because, as I said, I'm not like, I haven't read that much fantasy books, so I'm scared that I'm just gonna like fall out of like the world building. And there's a third book of this as well, so we'll see if I make it to the third book, but I'll keep you guys updated on if I finish it or not, and if I've decided if I actually did like the first book or if I was just gagged at the ending. We'll see. The second book I got was Think Again by Jacqueline Wilson, and I had to pick this up because also it was in the buy one get one half price offer, and so was Iron Flame, but also because the main reason being this is so nostalgic to me. I read a lot of Jacqueline Wilson growing up, and this book is actually for adults, so it felt like I've grown up with the author. Obviously Jacqueline Wilson is a grown woman, but you know what I mean, it's like on like TV shows or movies where you grow up with the actors, like now there's like a grown-up adult book, and instead of like the children's book that we used to read by Jacqueline Wilson. So I had to pick this up. It's so nostalgic, and I'm actually excited to read it as well. These are the two books that I brought on my birthday, and I'm going to show you guys what I brought today on my little book tour shopping trip. So the bookshops are stunning, guys. They're so beautiful, and I had my music on, and it was just the most perfect day. Like, it's only like 10 to 2, and I feel like I've had such a great day. Like, wow. Okay, so from Foyles I brought Blue Sisters. I read Cleopatra and Frankenstein, and I also am like, I really like the art on the cover of Coco Mellor's books, and this I think is a similar vibe to Cleopatra and Frankenstein, dealing with like different topics, like the back says grief, heartbreak, and learning to fall in love with life again. And yeah, I read Cleopatra and Frankenstein. I read it on holiday, I think 2 years ago, and I've actually been wanting to buy this book, but whenever I saw it, it was only the hardback cover, and I love cloth bound classics, but besides that I don't really opt for hardback. I usually will get a paperback book, and this actually might have been out on paperback for a while. I just probably wasn't in the loop, but I got it today because it was on the bestsellers table, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to read this. So yeah, we've got this. Now this book, to my knowledge, I've not heard of this author or this book before, but the illustration, like, oh my goodness, this just actually stopped me in my tracks. It just captivated me. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to read the back of this book, and I'm so glad I did because it sounds amazing to me. It's about a young woman who can feel the pain of others, and what she does with that. Yeah, I'm excited to read this. And it came out in, oh yeah, I noticed when I got home that this book is actually set in 2024, so that is kind of eerie. And it was first published in 1994, I think it said. Yeah, first published in 1993, sorry. It wasn't actually published in England until 2014, but this edition was published in 2019. Like, that is just so pretty, isn't it? Like, wow. Yeah, so then I got this book from Foyles as well, and the last book I brought from Foyles was All About Love by Bell Hooks. This seems to be a staple on everyone's bookshelf, and I've heard such good things. A lot of people say when they read this book, they feel like they're being called out and being held accountable. And I was like, yes, that is what I need now that I'm entering chapter 21 of my life. And I've heard of Bell Hooks before, of course. I'm just so excited to read this. And I feel like this is such a classic, and like so many people have read it, and I'm so excited to read it as well. I'm really looking forward to reading this. I also got this cute little bookmark from Foyles. I love cherry blossoms, and I thought these were cherry blossoms, but I've just read the back and it says almond blossom and swallow wallpaper, but it looks like cherry blossoms, but it's it's absolutely beautiful, so I just picked this up. I actually don't, I think I've got a paper bookmark somewhere, and I've got the bookmark that was in Iron Flame. Like, I think those are the only bookmarks I have. I've lost a lot of my bookmarks, so I got this one because I think this is so stunning. It's from Foyles, but it's made by the V&A. Then I went to the other bookshop, which I can't remember the name of. I will put it on screen. It begins with a H, and I'm pretty sure it's the oldest bookstore in London, and that had like 4 floors. It was nice in there, like really nice. It was really quiet, but it was really nice, and it was busy, like there were people in there, but it's a quiet bookstore, which is nice. Like yeah, but I didn't actually end up buying anything in there. But then I went to Waterstones, and it's like a 2-minute walk away between the other bookshop, and I only ended up buying 1 book in Waterstones. I could have got this book with my £10 reward I have from my Waterstones card, but I've decided I want to save it so I can buy myself a cloth bound classic with the rewards. I absolutely love cloth bound classics. I think they're so pretty, so I think that's what I'm gonna save my Waterstones rewards for. Anyway, I ended up buying Sula by Toni Morrison. I actually have Beloved on my bookshelf behind me, and I haven't read yet. And I was like, oh, the cover looks similar, and I realized it's the same author. And I read the back, and I thought I would really like to read this, so I picked this up. And yeah, that's all the books that I brought today. I'm really excited to just have a chill rest of the day reading, and I'm also going to do some uni work. But I'm just going to read, I'm going to chill. I'm going to make myself another ginger tea. Like, it's just going to be chill vibes. I'm so excited. And yeah, the only issue I'm having is that, like, I want to jump right into my new books, but I need to finish the book that I started yesterday. Like, I've never tried to read 2 books at once. Like, yes, I've had to read like stuff for, like, when I was in school, I'd have to read stuff for school whilst I was reading my own books, but like as I've gotten older, I've not tried to read 2 books at the same time, and I don't know if I'd be able to manage. But like, you don't know unless you try, but I don't think I'm gonna try right now. But yeah, that's everything that I brought. I'm really happy with my purchases, especially my little bookmark. It's so cute. Yeah, I just had like a really nice day. I think I said that already, but after Waterstones I took the train and I went to Tortilla, had some lunch, and then I walked home, and it was just like, it was great. And the day's not over, there's so much of the day still left. It was my first time at the Foyles store in Charing Cross Road, and I downloaded the Foyles app so I could get their loyalty card, but I had my Waterstones card. But I realized when I was in Waterstones that they're the same company, I think, or they're like under the same like branch, because the cashier at Waterstones asked me if I had a Foyles card or Waterstones card, and I was like, oh my gosh, could I have used my Waterstones card in Foyles? But it's fine, because now I just have 2 different loyalty cards, which is fine. This is such a first world problem, I'm sorry. But I was like, oh, I could have got the points on my Waterstones card, because I feel like I go to Waterstones, well, I do go to Waterstones when I go to Foyles. I actually also love The Works and World of Books, and I also have a Kindle because I don't have any space for books. So I have space now for these books because I did a little clear out, and I'm gonna sell some of my books that I either really did not enjoy or I know I won't read them again and I don't want to keep them, which probably means that I didn't enjoy it that much. And that is the main reason why I purchased a Kindle, because of space. I love the feel of a book, I love the smell of a book, and I bought a Kindle because of space, basically. But one of my rules is if I buy a book on my Kindle but I love it, like I absolutely love it, I do allow myself to buy the paperback version as well. One day I will have enough room so I can have like a nice bookshelf and fit all my lovely books on there. But for now, we're gonna have to ease off on buying any more physical books for a bit, I think, which is really sad. But like, is, as I said, such a first world problem, like very much a first world problem, so I'm gonna move on. But yeah, I'm literally gonna make myself a ginger tea. I'm gonna change into I think some shorts instead of my like jeans because I want to be cozy, and read my book.